football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Ringo. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Got you.
He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball.
Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it first and 10 from the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Fresno State right back to the line. To the air, it's Warner. Starts to scramble to the left. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of and come up bankrupt. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board.
Yeah, defenses are always He's trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up until the band starts playing. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes the quick grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Here's the pressure. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Snap it from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Got his man downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Fresno State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Works the middle of the field. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You got to be in impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Manning. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown, Texas! Await the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whenever the cards... who you're supposed to do, I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Warner. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, nice job that time by the defense locking in. We've seen earlier in this drive, this quarterback make some plays with his feet. That time, though, the defense was ready for it. They weren't able to sack him right away.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Going right to work up top. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And the Longhorns have... Playbook open here on second and inches. The give to the single back. Slithers into space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pocket breaking down. Turns it loose deep. Trying to bull his way in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was... For more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Boom. The pull and throw off the RPO. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone cover.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We're able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs. And
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line.
And they could not afford that giveaway on special teams. Of course, they're losing. They need another possession to get back in this one. And now handing it back to the opponent, they might find themselves in an even deeper hole.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible. You can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense ways to affect this quarterback and to get pressure on him, because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. At the 30. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Sweet cut there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Here comes the heat. At the 45 on his way. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Warner. Fires to the right. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilliam. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final, the chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He makes the grab in the end zone. 2-point try is good. Not really, but it's a 1-point game late. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Offense gets set for second down. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Blazers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Fresno State will have the first crack at it in this one. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Scanning the field, it's Warner. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UAB's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. Where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and the guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Kitna. That's caught, it's Milner. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage and make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Chances doing.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this? Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Ingram. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jeff.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit.
He lets one fly deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Kitna. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds a man on the right. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense got him at the 27. And the Blazers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looking for a man. It's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. New set of downs
They've been
after the
being down for a while.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Freeman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that.